Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, MaryAnne's Mystic Mentions. I'm MaryAnne. It's wonderful to have you here as always. I love being here with you as well. And today is, what is today? Wednesday, February 12th, Hump Day. I felt as though I said that yesterday, but it's already been a week since I said that last week. Going so incredibly fast. Welcome newcomers and always returning viewers. I greatly appreciate you, I do. And you know, I'm feeling really good today. I have my pink and my reds because I'm getting in the whole flavor of the holiday of Valentine's Day and the love that it, you know, exudes is what I'm really going for here. I've got my little heart crystals and I want it to be something that's happening on a daily basis throughout the year, but it only actually helps me it reminds me of the importance of opening our heart chakra, which I've spoken to you about pretty much since Sunday began this week. Now, I do have your daily I Ching coin messages, and we didn't have moving numbers the last 2 days, and today we have 2. And it's kind of funny because when I'm upstairs and I'm meditating, which I do every day now, 10-15 minutes without fail, it just in my mind it said, oh, you're gonna have 2 moving numbers, and I'm like, okay. So and it's a passing thought as far as I know, but apparently it was a message. So we have 2 moving numbers, and the first card is I, and the number is 42, and the term is increase, or the title. Absolutely beautiful. I always ask a question of my own, and I hold the space for a general overall message that I can partake, you know, and share with you. And then I ask that you ask a question of your own and see if this happens to resonate, which most of the time it will. So the above part of the hexagram is sun, wind, wood, and gentle, and the below is Chen, thunder, movement. So the messages are as follow. I indicates that there will be advantage in every movement which will be undertaken, even to cross the great stream. The 2 moving numbers today are 6 in the 3rd position. Increase is given by means of what is evil and difficult. No blame. And 6 in the 4th position. His advice to his prince is followed, pursuing the due course. His only object is the increase of the general good. Wow, that's beautiful. I have read this card to you and at least 2 or 3 times in the last 3 months or so, and I have not gotten that moving position that I can remember, and 6 in the 4th place. So I love that. It's very uplifting. I'm all for that right now because that's the kind of energies that absolutely are around us at all times if we want to take those in. Our weekly energies for this week were blown away out the door, wonderful, loving, emotionally charged energies. And it seems to be working that way in my life anyway. I hope it is in yours. So the moving hexagram then becomes the non. And the title is Tunjen. And the number is 13. And the fellowship with men is the title. Above is Chen, the upper part of the hexagram, creative active heaven, and below is fire, brightness, and beauty, Li. So the final message with the I Ching coins is Tujen indicates progress and success. The union of fellowship may be based entirely on public considerations without taint or selfishness. It will be advantageous to cross the great stream and maintain the firm correctness of the superior man. Love it. So those are wonderful messages for today, and ones we haven't gotten in a while, and things to ponder about. Yes. So that is the I Ching coin messages. Now we're going to go in the overall tarot, and then today I wanted to add something a little special. The overall tarot will be with the gilded tarot today. I will do a little bit of the shuffling for you. They do get shuffled, but I'm going to reshuffle because I just like doing it in front of you. That was kind of a crazy shuffle, but you know, all of it counts. We all have our ways. And these, by the way, they're one of my favorite decks. They're very slippery. They're kind of light and just, they have a great feel to them, but I have to be careful. I am good at dropping them a lot, although they do jump. I have a lot of jumpers that come in my readings. So yes, today is I would say, a calm day more or less. There's a few little, let's see. So we have the moon is in Libra for a couple of days. That's about justice and feeling fair. And those that with the Libra signs will probably be feeling that emotional part to that and wanting that. There was a little bit of a, I'm trying to think of what it was. Oh, well, speaking of Libra, I'll get back to that other point in a moment. I was basically just going to say, though, that there's a couple of, when it's not trining, there's an opposing couple of planets that are just temporary for the morning, more or less. By mid-afternoon later on, it should be fine, and that would be Saturn and perhaps Mars, I think it was, but nothing to concern yourself with, so I won't go any further about that. Generally, we have still the sun sign in Aquarius, which will only be through the 18th now. So next week, that'll be done. Happy birthday to the remainder Aquarians out there who are celebrating this week. And then we have, Venus is in Mars. I'm so sorry. Venus is in Aries. Whoa. We are approaching our retrograde, as you can clearly hear. But that's, something I still need to work on and just take it in and speak slower. But with the Venus in Aries, there is fire and passion, and it does relate to relationships and working stuff out. This is absolutely the week to do so. And it actually would be more prominently worked out than not. But it's definitely coming up for review in that particular position. And we have just kind of general, nothing overly powerful. We had the full moon already, and then there's still some effects from that. I still believe that there are. But that was on Sunday. So today's overall general energy for Tarot, I was mentioning the moon is in Libra, and it's about justice and whatnot. And of course, we pull the Justice card, right? Oh, perfect. It's a major arcana. It pretty much speaks for itself. Justice will be served. Upright position is always a positive, in my opinion. I've always felt that way about it. It is definitely the Libra sign or card. And so there's going to be justice. I say anything having to do with court, and it could have to do with lawyers in some kind of court cases, of course. It definitely leans towards that. So there's good outcomes, predominantly in a situation like that, if you know what I'm speaking of and you know who you are. So, something you've been waiting for is coming to a closure, and good things will happen. But even in your own personal lives, there's some justice that's being served, and things are getting smoother and certainly more fair. Conversations are being had to correct things that have been of concern in that manner. That's a good overall card. I love it. I love justice. I am a Libra. And justice means different things to different people, but you know what I'm speaking of. So, yeah, let it. And it's also from above and below. It's not just on an earthly plane. It's being guided and directed. And you see the beautiful scales are just feeling balanced, which is something Libras always strive to do. That's for sure. So, you know who I'm talking about. So that's fantastic. But today I wanted to do something a little bit different. I mentioned the colors. Colors have been coming into my mind, and I've had some thoughts about it quite a bit. So I have these cards that I've had. I used it one other time. I was going to pull them out more often than I thought I actually have. And they're just my my color intuition cards. To me, colors are hugely important in our life. And I see that they're all kind of one way or another. So I'm just going to kind of shuffle them. That's kind of what I wanted to do. Have them facing so that the numbers are on the other side. I'm going to shuffle them and pulled a card and color for today because, little story, I play bingo. I do, and I actually won a free year's bingo this year. It was just unbelievable, and I don't even usually go to the place. I like to go about once a week. And it was a beautiful gift. It happened right on New Year's Day. And one of the things that amazes me is there is this very, very high payout, they call them a strip. It's a game. Now, in this game, you have the option of winning on a blue square, white, green, or pink. And depending on the color is how much money you'll receive, and the pink being the highest payout, green second highest, or blue second highest, green, and then white. Now, if anybody ever were to say to me that color doesn't have vibration, I would always bring this argument to them, because that darn strip with the pink, when you happen to be fortunate enough to get one with pink, which is what you want to end up bingoing the last number on, that is the one that gets filled first. That's the one where you fill it up, like 9 out of 10 times when I've received a card and I have received that pink square, it gets filled up first. Now that only tells me that there's the energy of color, like in everything else that has energy, and it's phenomenal. It's one of those beautiful mystic things, as MaryAnne's Mystic mentions, that is just, it's a phenomenon. You can't really put science behind it. You just have to know it's a vibrational thing, and that's what colors are. And I love wearing certain colors. I love it when people say I look good in a certain color, because I love wearing that color, and that means it's good for us. It resonates. Let's just pull this. Of all things, it's a bunch of colors. And I also love rainbows, which are another phenomenal part of life that, well, they kind of make me cry because they're so beautiful. Well, this is number 10, and the title is Freedom. Freedom provides space and creates vistas only my spirit can recognize, allowing my natural self to express pure joy. That's what comes from the culmination of this beautiful card and these colors, which are pink, pink, blue, and green, what I just described to you in the strip, which is very funny. Now, I looked down and saw it, but I really wasn't connecting the two. And of course, those colors combined together become others, which I also love. The whole aspect of colors and what they do and how they make us feel. So it's just something I wanted to bring in today for you, in addition to the overall tarot. And of course, last but not least, our Super Attractor card, because I'm never going to stop reading these. These are what lead us to our happiest, fulfilled lives, by seeing it, feeling it, thinking it, and believing it. And the one I just pulled in, that we pulled yesterday, about being patient. Yeah, I definitely have to continue looking at that and absolutely letting the universe help me with the things that I cannot. I'm a control person a lot of times. I'm the first to admit it. And I really want to let that go more. And I always appreciate any help in the process. So what do we have for our overall attractor card for my beautiful, beautiful viewers? Wow. I mean, we may have gotten this. We've certainly gotten these colors, which are very beautiful, because they're passion colors and they're strength colors. The oranges and the reds and the hot pinks of life. Each time I choose to tune into spirit, guidance of the highest truth shows up for me. I don't remember reading that to you, but either way, it is an amazing, beautiful guidance that we can take with us and hold in our hearts every single moment. I got to take a deep breath for that one. Each time I choose to tune into spirit, guidance of the highest truth shows up for me. fantastic. I love this time with you. I love sharing these messages. You know, just to share with you things that I feel and hopefully can guide you with, and the guidance that I receive, I can then in turn give to you. And I appreciate you being here. I really do. Like and subscribe if you feel so inclined, but if not, that's okay too. Come and view it. I will be here every day for you. I wish you a beautiful, beautiful day. Take care of yourselves, and until next time, I will see you later. Bye-bye.